Hello students, good morning students. Today we will be continuing with our accounts chapter 2. See, maximum the comprehensive type of the sums we have completed, that means 21, 22, 23, 24. So I am not sure about that how many of you are thorough about the comprehensive type of the problems, that means the preparation of income and expenditure account, the opening balance account and final accounts. So today I am going to revise the format for income and expenditure in detail, one by one item. How can we identify whether it is a capital receipt or a revenue receipt? Okay students, so shall we go into the topic? First item is called as subscription. See, subscription in a non-profit organization, it may be collected from the members, and this money the members may pay like monthly, quarterly, half yearly or yearly, that means annually. So this is known as revenue receipt because it is occurring in nature. So subscription is treated as revenue receipt. Are you all understood? Now the second item is known as interest on investment. See, when we invest a bulk amount, what for we are doing in order to get monthly interest. So monthly interest we may receive, so it is treated as a revenue receipt. Understood? First one subscription, revenue receipt. Then second one interest on investment, revenue receipt. The next one, any sale of old sports materials. So for example, ball, so bat and ball and other sports material which can be sold. So that is also treated as an income received. So this is also an example for revenue receipt. Then the next one is sale of old newspaper. Sale of old newspaper are also example for revenue receipt. The next is life membership fees. Money received towards from the members. It is an non-recurring in nature. So it is treated as capital receipt. The next important one is legacy. Legacy means any gift has been paid by will to a non-profit organization, means it is called legacy. So it is called as capital receipt. Then entrance fees or an admission fees collected from every member, so it also treated as capital receipt. Then any grant received from the government, for example construction of building, acquisition of any asset. So these two, if you received any grant from the government, means they are treated as capital receipt because it is given as acquisition of assets. Acquisition of assets means purchase of assets. Already we have studied in the 11th standard in the capital and the revenue expenditure. So any money received from the government by the way of any assets means it can be treated as capital receipt. The same money which we have received from the government for maintenance of any asset or any payment of salary means this is treated as revenue receipt. The next important one is donation. Donation also classified into two. One is general donation. So voluntarily we have given without any specific condition means that is treated as revenue receipt. The next one is donation has been given for specific purpose. So specific purpose means, for example, voluntarily given for sports fund, prize fund. So these two, if it is given in the question, means it can be treated as capital receipt. The next one is honorarium. Honorarium means within bracket you make a note, it is a remuneration or otherwise called as salary. See, when an employee is not a regular employee of the organization, so one day or 2 days when we called to do some specific work, so such an employee we have to pay something, that is called as honorarium. So it is a revenue expenditure. The next one, purchase of sports materials. So it is treated as revenue receipt. Then purchase of sports equipment, capital expenditure, because purchase of sports equipment mean it may be meant for fixed assets. Example, table tennis table, billiards table. So these two are fixed assets. So amount which we spend for capital asset, so it is treated as capital expenditure. Then purchase of books for library, it is treated as capital expenditure. So in the diagram which I am showing, these are all revenue receipts. So one more time we just revise. Subscription, interest on investment, interest on FD, sale of old newspaper, sale of old sports material, collection of any money which has been received for these examples. Then capital receipt, life membership fees, legacy, specific donation, sale of fixed asset, specific fund, tournament fund, prize fund. Okay students, now next we are going to capital expenditure. Capital expenditure, purchase of sports equipment, purchase of books for library. Then revenue expenditure, honorarium, charity, audit fees, purchase of sports material, printing and stationery, postage, then expenses relating to any tournament, sports and matches, then dinner expenses also. So these are all comes under revenue expenditure. I think you all are clear about the format of income and expenditure account, then which is treated as capital expenditure and which is treated as revenue expenditure, which is treated as capital receipt and which all is treated as revenue receipt. Because when I started with the comprehensive type of sums, the 21, 22, 23, 24, all the four are important type of sums, because in the first two sums opening capital has been given in the sum. In the last two sums opening capital we have to find. So based on that only I worked out with the solution page only I have explained. Okay, so again one more time we thorough this, then in the next class I will be continuing chapter 3. Thank you students.